I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MMOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now. What's popping, ladies and gentlemen? We do have another monthly episode right there of the best meta plays in each respective position. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Hit that like, subscribe. Please get me, boys. We are nearly there to, I think it's 43k. How can't I even know my subs? Oh, that English is horrific. How don't I even know my subs? But please hit that like, subscribe, man. Most importantly, though, if you don't know how the series works, you will check it as I'm going. So it's two subcategories, right? It's cheap to medium, medium to expensive with each respective position. Let's get into it in terms of goalkeepers right now. Not really much to say about them. I always say it, bro, in every of my videos. It's very subjective. At the end of the day, use what works. Get a goalkeeper that doesn't really make that much mistakes. If I were to say and give my own opinion, I'd say someone like a Pope is very nice value. Someone like a Courtois is traditional. I think he's falling off the power curve, dissipating a little bit though. We got Van der Sar base. He's okay. Not completely the greatest under the sun, but yeah, Petrovic, I've heard a couple of good things about him. I think because of the deflector plus, so it obviously parries away the in terms of like the opposition getting the ball. It's not a bad shot at all. But yeah, goalkeeper is very, very subjective, man. We're gonna move over to the medium to expensive. I'd say the best one right now is probably gonna be Lev Yashin, not because of his price tag, low-key a little bit though. I'm not gonna lie, like Yashin is a very nice card in terms of the way he positions himself when it comes to like corners, when it comes to 1v1s is the main thing. So at the end of the day, you want to get a goalkeeper that is very good all in retrospect, you know. So he's good at corners, he's good at far reach, he's very, very nice in terms of like building from the back, kicking the ball, amazing diving, handling. Kicking is okay, I won't lie, it's not the greatest under the sun. But yeah, overall, if you don't like Yashin, Van der Sar is the next best thing. I'd say Van der Sar, it's actually between both of them that's the best in the game. But I would say out of the medium to expensive tab, the best valued one is probably going to be Howard, bro. Very nice card in terms of, you know, yeah, a beast. And he's bold. So why not get him, bro? Let's move over to the center back one. It is going to be... and I was very discreet about this one, right? This episode. I was like, let me get the best of the best players and not just cards that I just seen, you know, were there and I just added them for no reason or because they were new promo cards. No, I've actually tried to compile the best, like, you know, within each respective aspect. So I feel like for the cheap to medium, these are more or less cards that are under about 250k. We got this Gomez, which can get upgraded, by the way, depending on how good the pro player does. I don't know who is in charge of the Liverpool thing it was. I'm not entirely too sure. Let's see. I'm not too sure who it was, but very nice card though. And I think you can actually, yeah, you can get him through a Evo. And by the way, live cards that go through Evos can still get upgraded, which is very, very nice. So if you upgrade him through a live, the Evo, he can still get upgraded fully. So this card's going to look very nice if, you know, they go through. So overall though, Gomez is looking very nice. We got Upamecano, Desai, which is undervalued, bro. I feel like 200,000 coins is a good price for him. Block Bruiser as well, 90 reactions. What makes a good center back is a good pace split, very nice, decent playstyle pluses, and it kind of depends on what you want. Like, I feel like the best overall playstyle plus would probably be anticipate and intercept when it comes to like getting the ball. When it comes to big brolic aspects, you want to get someone that has block or bruiser, and he has both. So just know that I'd say accompany him with someone that can intercept. So someone that has an intercept plus, like a Pavard or obviously a Van Dijk that has anticipate, etc., etc. You get me? Like, you want to have both, best of both worlds when it comes to playstyle pluses, especially if you can like kind of cut it in the middle with two center backs as a duo. It's gonna be nice, man. So yeah, we got Van Dijk. I thought he had anticipate. Am I tripping? He does actually. His other, I think it was this one. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of, the 95. But if you don't have coins for the 95, you can actually get the next best thing, which is the 89 normal gold card converted to the 92 Der Kaiser, hopefully I pronounced it right, intercept plus alongside aerial. Now his pace split's not the greatest, like 72 acceleration, but the thing is Van Dijk's Van Dijk in game. He catches up, man. Wakefoot is nice as well from building from the back, a very nice card, man. And yeah, we've got this Bremer, which a lot of people are speaking about as well, 150k. He has best in terms of interceptions. Best of both worlds, bro. Intercept and anticipate plus. Decent pace split. Reactions is a little bit low alongside composure. Why is it so low, actually? I did not know that. I think, personally speaking, this one is the better one. Yes, why would you get the other one at all? This one literally has a plus 10 reactions, a plus 10 composure, I think, right? Well, plus 9. Jockey and anticipate plus though. Yeah, definitely go for this one. I have no idea why I'd go for the other one, but a very nice card in terms of just the way he plays, because I remember his previous versions was nice. So we got Rudiger as well, very big brolic, you know, running with these high, what is it, knees, bro. This man's run is so funny. I don't know if you guys checked when they knocked out when they were in the UCL and they won the penalty shootout, bro. Now Rudiger is hilarious for that, man. Carragher, Cannavaro, we've got obviously Ricardo Cavallo. We've got some very interesting evos right here. Now it's unfortunate we can't click on each individual one, but what you can do is just go to their base version, or I think it was for Vidic, right? I can actually showcase. I don't want to stay too long on this cheap to medium, but if you look at Nemanja Vidic, right, you can go De Kaiser, which is a very nice evo. You can get him to plus 7 pace, plus 10 passing, plus 1 defense, and then plus 9 dribbling. I mean, this makes the card very much within the power curve now, which is nice. Yeah, overall, man, very nice card. Koulibaly, same thing with him. He's in objectives. You can actually upgrade his card. Araujo as well. I mean, there's so much good value cards now in every position. I feel like we got King at 110k that has Jockey, Anticipate, good pace split, and very nice reactions. What are we doing? We got Maguire as well. We got Yoro, which is a very underrated one. Man like Yoro, bro, is actually very good in this game. I think it's because what makes him that good? Like, I've versed him a couple of times and he is so irritating to verse. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, man. Yes, block, aerial. I don't know. Maybe it just might be his pace. And he's 6'3", so yeah, he's a very good value card. We got Konate, which is still, I'd say, good. Alaba is a nice one. But let's move over to the medium to expensive page. With this one, I don't really need to be speaking too much. You kind of want to say, as I said, get a good duo. Personally speaking, I'd say someone with intercept or anticipate for the one center back, and then jockey or block for the other center back. It makes for a decent combo, trust me. So I'd say the perfect center back duo would probably be someone like a Van Dijk, right? And then someone like, probably going to be either Ferdinand. Van Dijk, Ferdinand is not a bad shout, but the thing is they don't have the block. I mean, you don't really need to have the block or you know, those brolic playstyle pluses, but the better, bro. Like Lucio and Van Dijk realistically is the best one. Let's just be honest right there. Van Dijk, bro, is insane. I mean, 5-star. You can do a ball roll scoop while you're intercepting. What more do you need? But overall, though, the best value I'd say in this page is probably going to be Pavard, and I'd say Diaz is up there, man. Georges is a very underrated one as well. She has jockey, very fast, and anticipate. The way she moves is insane. Varane as well, you can evo him. We got Kubasi, Beast. We got Araujo, Marquinhos, Eder Militao. Yeah, there's just so much great cards right now, especially through the iterations of promos. You know, there's a lot of variety now, bro. A lot of variety. Let's move over to the fullbacks. You don't really need to be doing too much with the fullbacks, just to have a good playstyle plus in terms of defending, and a great one in terms of dribbling or passing. It's up to you, but I feel like these are the best, cheapest to medium priced ones. I mean, Capdevia, bro, he on the market would be easily above 1 mil. You can get that card in objectives, which is nice. We got Maicon, which was the objectives as well. Capdevia is in season objectives, sorry. Lisa Rouse, 175,000 coins. For someone that has rapid, which is nice. Slide tackle's not really the greatest, a bit redundant, but 98 stam though. Yeah, that man is going to be a beast for you, bro. Baku, we've got obviously Digne, Florenzi, very nice cards. You guys can pause the screen if you really want to check each individual card, but I've looked at everyone, man. I look at Evos as well. I look at the popular page. I check on Twitter. I play the games. Bro, come on, man. These cards are all great, and it makes sense why all of them would and should be here. Bowie is still good, by the way. I'm waiting for an Evo for that, man. That's all I'm going to say. We got Hugo Bueno. Very nice. My favorite chocolate right there. Very nice card. We've got obviously Frimpong. Di Lorenzo McManaman as well. Still very good. 72,000 coins for him right now. I think he can get Evo'd. I'm not too sure, but he is still good. Abdul Hamid. And we've got a Rolfo. Now look at this Rolfo. That's the card I wanted to showcase. Now we obviously got the 500k one, right? Personally speaking, I wouldn't really do that one. I'd probably just get the left back version, convert it into the, not the flash step, I'd say Stars Harvest, because that improves the defense, it improves the pace. She gets obviously, she always had intercept and jockey, but a very nice looking card, man. That is a solid card. I mean, all for the price of 77,000 coins plus basically 100k. Come on, dude. What more do you need? But yeah, a very nice one that's also underrated is Abdul Hamid, man. I like that card. Well, I don't like him because versing him is a bit of a menace. But the best medium to expensive fullbacks, we've got Cafu, we've got Roberto Carlos, Carlos Alberto, Marcos Llorente, a new one, bro. And he doesn't have a defending playstyle, but I feel like his height and physicality will obviously compensate for that. So you have to also look at it like that. Don't be a stat merchant. Play with him in-game. Like this Llorente, I feel like a couple of pros will use him in-game. Very decent card. We got a Kimmich. This Gray is very versatile as well, eh? That's a card I checked. That is obviously the... what is it called? The Dream Chasers, sorry, UEL. The Europa League. Do you think they will go through? Is this a live card? If it is, then GG's, because this card is going to be insane. Tiki Taka and Anticipate Plus. I mean, he can play fullback, center back, or CDM. Bro, get this man in your team if you want a card from the Prem that can basically do everything in defense. Yeah, Walker, Rolfo, obviously the one we showed. Mendy is decent, I'll be honest. I verse Mendy and I don't really struggle against him as much as I do struggle against the main man, the irritating... What is up with this card? Why is he so good in game? I cannot for the life of me verse Hernandez. He is insane and I don't even care. It just goes to show that sometimes not everything is about playstyle pluses and stats in general. I mean, the man has 80. No ways he has 80 defense awareness. What are we doing? We've got Kirkaz, we've got obviously DeMarco. Dumfries is nice. This Zambrota was another good one that I wanted to showcase. 87's Joan Lucas Zambrota, we've got him at the 87, converted into, I'm trying to think which one it was. It the Festive wingback? I think it was. It could have been this one. Doesn't really get the greatest increase to the card, but I mean, if you have him in your team, hey, you can do some things at least. So yeah, Kimmich is a very nice one as well. Not a lot of people would do that card for fullback. They put him at probably at CM, but hey, you can do what you please, bro. Okay, we've got a couple of others. Let's jump over to the midfielders right now. On the midfielders, it's very difficult to compile all of them. So I'm going to compile them in different states. So we got a CDMs and CMs, which is your holding players. You got your box-to-box, basically all elements of defense and attack, alongside the most defensive one, which is CDMs. And then we got the cams in a separate category. So both of these ones, what we can actually do is... both of them will be at cheap to medium, if that makes sense. Sorry, yeah, cheap to medium. So we've got obviously all these cards that encompass just really good value traits. And they were, most of the time, I'd say at this stage of the game, a little bit cheap. We've got Nakata, which is free. We've got Toon, which is 85k. Probably the best cam, I'd say that's good for value. She has Incisive and Finesse Shot Plus, and she can play Shadow Striker. Come on, bro. We've got Verts, which is a nice card in terms of movement. We've got Bruno Fernandes, which is a nice card in terms of passing. So, depends on what you use. I like to get more of a well-rounded player that just feels good in the game, and I feel like Toon is just a very nice value one. We've got Danny Olmo, which is probably much better, but I think it's a little bit difficult to get him. You had to go through the Mycon objectives. So if you got him, hey, you got one of the best valued cards, which is free. We got Skulls, which I love, bro. Like, oh man, the fact that this card is actually meta now. If you didn't know, you can actually go use 89 into the Dab Legend, which is a crazy Evo name. But overall though, good pace, very nice stam. Yeah, this is actually a very meta Skulls card. When have we ever seen that? We've got Kessie, which is your CDM. We've got Kalenoglu, which can play CDM or CM. Mostly, I'd say Deep Line is a very nice one. We got Williams, which is more of a cam. She's so good. I've placed her twice in two categories right there. She can play very versatile midfield battle. We've got Alexander-Arnold, very nice as well. Doesn't have a defending playstyle, but in-game feels amazing. Walsh, Petite. Renato Sanchez, which not a lot of people can acquire right now due to the fact that he is in season objectives. Very difficult card to get, but you gotta just grind the SP, bro. We've got Billing, which is still, I'd say, meta, and Gross. Bro, Pascal Gross, best CDM for value as well, up there. Intercept, ping pass plus, amazing stats all rounded. Basically every stat above 85 and 99 passing. So yeah, we've got Oberdorf, which is one that I wouldn't really expect to be good, right? I feel like she's just that card that is in promos, never like great, but this card, it surprised me. I use her in game and she's amazing, man. I feel like she feels so good on the ball. You could actually say a very cheap, like very, very cheap Puteas. Team of the year, that is. Yeah, very nice card. Let's move over to the cams. Now with the cams, what I like is someone that has a good playstyle plus when it comes to passing, and then also a movement. So whether it be like pace, so like a rapid or a quick step, or technical or something along those lines, you know. But a passing is the main one, because you essentially want to get the ball to your strikers, especially if you're playing cam. But if you're a guy that runs with your cams and trying to score, go for glory with your cams, by all means, man, you can get someone in like a Maradona, you know. But at least Maradona has a technical, so he feels amazing on the ball. Firmino's more of your, like, you know, chance creator. Same thing with Kika. We got Sawa, which is more of a CM, but in game they've obviously given her the cam version, which is 5-star skills, and you can actually, you know, pass with a long ball pass plus. Odegaard, this Kaka, bro. God damn, this is how his base card should have looked. 85 stamps low, that's the only downfall. Literally that. Now, this card is a little bit behind the power curve. I'd actually say he's like in the middle slot of S. He's not S+, but he's in the middle slot, so I'd still say he's in the power curve, actually. Rapid and technical, 5-star skills, doesn't have the 5-star weak foot, but if you like Kaka as a sentimental card, then by all means get him in your team, man. Very, very nice card indeed. Let's move over to the wingers. Now, with the wingers, same thing like the fullbacks, they all provide width. You just need to have basically pace, bro. I'll be completely honest. And whatever comes after that in terms of playstyles, stats, then by all means, man. The stats must be good, but you want them to have at least 5-star skills or weak foot. I feel like now at this stage of the game that we are at, you need to have both elements of 5-star, 5-star, due to the fact that you want to have basically the best in terms of shooting. So you can use the weak foot or dribbling, you know, you can like exit on fullbacks or center backs. You want to do a Megidi turn, you can do it, you know. You want to have the best of the best. So someone like a Rafael Leao, if you're starting out the game, the birthday finale alongside versatile goal scorer, there's just so much evos for this man that I'm not even too sure is this the best evo. Like, there's just so much chained evos you can do, but rapid and Trivela is not a bad shot at all. I'd say for him, especially someone that's a little bit taller, you want kind of a quick step or I mean, rapid is okay for him, but quick step is more ideal for someone that's a little bit taller, because then they just move very quick with the ball. But someone like a Messi can play as cam. We got a McAtee, which obviously, who's in charge of Man City? I forgot that pro player's name. He is actually a YouTuber as well. He's from England. I think they're in charge of it. So this card could actually get really, really upgraded very nicely. So yeah, overall, not looking too bad. That's like a cheap Foden, you could call it. The best version of Foden, the SPC one. We got Pedro Neto. Now, if you did his 89, right, this is one of the most irritating cards to verse under the sun. You never expect it, and he just absolutely runs circles around you. We got Marlon, which is more of a striker, but can play on the wing. Gnabry, I think a lot of people cook this guy in real life, right? Man called him fatty. They said phantom text. Nah, bro, that is crazy, man. I love Futman comments sometimes, bro. Man said phantom text is insane. Tykenkov, we've got Diaby, William. I mean, this Diaby at 175k is nuts. Bro, come on, bro. Rocket Plus, I like to call it now. We've got Paulo Futre, which is a nice card. Cascarino, some people would say, Mike, what? 83 shooting. The thing is, Cascarino has maxed out pace with Quick Step Plus, bro. What are we doing? That card is insane. Rogers, Rodman. Now, I included this version of Hansen. Some people, it's subjective, I'd say, but some people would say she's a little bit expensive, but I'd say she's cheap to medium, especially with all the other versions that come after you, you know. 413k is a good price for her, especially this version, man. Hansen is insane in this game. I mean, I've seen actually people use gold Hansen at this stage, and they actually still cook. Don't get me wrong, I've versed him this weekend, for this weekend, and yeah, gold Hansen low-key scored 1 or 2 against me. We've got Alawayan, which is in the end game essay at the end of the season objectives, but a very nice card, man. I wouldn't really say when we get him, would he be still as good? I don't know. But let us jump over to the best wingers that are medium to expensive now. I actually went a little bit realistic. We got some cards that are in Evos, you know. I wanted to include some Evos that not a lot of people would know, but I feel like these type of cards, they would. Like Bino Giddens, right? Beast right there for obviously BVB. Now, I think this Evo version is better than his best version. Well, this makes it the best version then. Quick step and low driven. I mean, you cut in, right? And in especially the cross body shots, you're going to cook. Trust me, you're gonna cook. 5-star, 5-star, yeah. Mbuemo, another nice one. I just think chip shot's a bit redundant, but you can go core jester. You can get his pace, shooting and passing through clinical finisher up. 5-star, 5-star. What a good looking card, man. Beast, beast, beast. Jorginho's another nice one that wasn't really in the power curve. Kind of fell, dissipated, but he's back in with the quick step and rapid. So in terms of pace, this man has got it. Let's just say that. We got obviously your conventional team of the years, Kvaratskhelia, Ronaldinho. Come on, bro. Need I say more about these cards? Like, they are so insane. I don't know why I missed out one slot. That's on me. But Ibarbo, Jovinho. Obviously, the previous iterations, or I would say their less iterations, is probably still meta. The thing with Ibarbo, though, it doesn't feel as great. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's because of his height. They should have done him a little bit better, man. I mean, he was absolutely cooking it in FIFA 14, 15 times, the gold card. And that's why I used to like those older FIFAs, because those cards could still play as icons. The thing is, Ibarbo now you can feel he's not like someone like as per se Ronaldinho, you know, for instance. But overall, though, you get what you get. You don't get upset. Brian Gill is nice. For some reason, has Jockey Plus. So you can low-key add this man as a comeback type of player. But overall, 5-star, 5-star, amazing defensive awareness as well. I mean, this man will press from the top, which is not a bad shout as well. That's a very good-looking card. What are we doing? Just doesn't have the conventional winger playstyle plus, as you could say. But overall, tell me who's your favorite winger in the comments. Let us jump over to the very last category. Is going to be strikers, which I can just say that the budget has been increased for strikers, because most of the time, people spend most on their budgets on the strikers, let's be honest. So just bear in mind that I'd say the maximum here has been increased in terms of price. Like 575k is actually medium price for a striker right now, in my opinion. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo, we've got Son. Now these are all cards that are relatively meta evos. Now you got this Ronaldo, right? He is priced at, I think he might be extinct. Yeah, he's extinct, but he's about 300k. You jump over to the clinical finisher, right? You can actually get a Ronaldo card that's very usable. You know, he has a good pace split, very, very, very nice in terms of skills and weak foot. That's a card that if you don't do the SBC, you can actually just do that version. Not bad. Just good luck trying to snipe the iteration, you know, that makes him the Evo. But we got Luis Suarez, 150k, probably the best valued card in the whole game, and I'm not even kidding. Everybody that done this card will know he is insane. For finesse shot and quick step, and judging by stats alone, makes the card look good, but in-game he feels phenomenal. He actually feels like Ronaldo, bro, literally. Some would say better, but that's pushing it, I won't lie. We've got obviously Chiesa as well, which is a nice one that I had to include. Now you got the 86 one, which is like 150, I think. Exactly on that. We got Birthday Finale, which improves passing, dribbling. 150k, clinical finisher, and you get a improved finished product of a quick step rapid, which is amazing pace. I mean, this man is a winger. I'd say he's better than a striker because he doesn't have the finesse shot or striking elements, but very nice card in terms of getting you there, man. Gomez, some people would say, Mike, what? Power shot aerial? Now, you know Kane, right? The man like Kane, this version especially. I'd say Gomez is a little bit better than that. So he kind of ticks all the boxes for a tall, basically dominant striker that can be used for headers, can be used for shooting aspects. I mean, he's got 98 finishing as his base, which is insane stats. Yeah. Tell is another one I wanted to showcase. Finesse shot plus. Amazing, like raw stats. Just 80 reactions is a little bit low, but I feel like in-game, man, in a 4-2-3-1, that man's going to cook. We've got some other cards here that I think we can all agree is just great. You can pause the screen. This Nunes, by the way, cooks me. Every time I play him, yeah, I had to include him. We got Keane, very good value. Amazing value, actually. Finesse shot and quick step plus with amazing stats. Smaller rec, there's just so much of these great cards. Adeyemi, I hate versing Adeyemi. If you have him in your team, bro, I hate versing you. That's what I'm going to say. Because there's so much cards, there's not actually that much cards like Adeyemi because of his maxed out pace with quick step and then the driven GG's. I mean, that man cutting in from the side is insane. We've got, speaking of cutting from the inside, like cards that are just out of this world. S plus tier, easy. This Ronaldo, by the way, the most fun I've had using a card this FIFA, well, FC. Amazing card, man. I mean, if you know how to pace boost, you're going to absolutely enjoy him. Get him in your team, bro. Get him in your team. We've got Bale, Thierry Henry, which is just conventional meta. Everybody knows it's great. Haaland, Eto'o, Kolomwani. If I've missed out a card here and there, and I swear, if you go in my comments, right, and say, Mike, where's Charlton? The best version of him? Bro, of course he's great. I've just included the cards that are the best of the best. That don't really, you know, get over any of these cards, personally speaking. So yeah, that's the video, man. Hit the like, subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, that's another episode of the best meta plays in each position. I'm low-key liking the best valued one series more. I think a lot of people are liking that one as well. But this one encompasses basically every aspect when it comes to price, when it comes to meta. So that's why I do these videos. But I will catch you boys in the very next video. Have a sweet rest of the weekend or whatever time you're watching this. I'll catch you in the next one, man. Peace.